talking about the Samuel Marsden service trip and fellowship trip to Levuka over Laos. This is my 11th year. I've also been twice without students. It originated from Ellie Ballantyne from the Anglican Schools office, who approached Jenny Williams, who was principal at the time, and Rosemary Poland about outreach for the Pacific schools. Jenny and Rosemary came and looked at a number of schools, and they chose St James in Levuka over Laos. And the following year, I was approached to see if I would want to participate and lead this trip with Mrs. McCarthy, Celia McCarthy, who was the director of the primary school at the time. And we decided to come over, have a look, check out the accommodation, check out the ways of transport, and if it was suitable to bring our girls here. We automatically or instantly fell in love with the children, with the community of St James. They were welcoming, they were enthusiastic, they were just grateful that we would even consider such an option.
I had to apply for the position to come on this service trip because it is a very important trip for the school. We've had a long connection with St James's, and it was something that I felt I wanted to have the opportunity to apply for. For me, the ability to serve others is actually really deeply set within who I am as a person. And I wanted the opportunity to be able to learn about their music and the facilities that they have within St James's that I can enhance, work alongside, learn from. And so I was very luckily chosen. There were a number of applicants that went forward, but mine came through, and I was absolutely blessed about that. And I'm still pinching myself even towards the end of the trip.
I think the Fiji trip was really fun for me because ever since I was in Miss Bartlow's class in year 5, I had heard all about it, and I was really excited to go on the trip. And I think service is really important at our school and for me, and I was really excited to teach the kids and to learn more about what life was in Fiji, because you go to the resorts in Fiji and stuff, but you don't actually realise that there's a lot of communities there that actually need a lot of support and stuff, so it's nice to go there.
I decided to go on the Fiji trip because my neighbour went on it when she was at Marsden, and she told me that I just had to go. She loved it and just telling me all about it, so she thought I'd really enjoy it, and I did, and it was so much fun. I just loved watching them grow and just seeing where they lived and how their schooling is, and it's a lot different than it is in New Zealand.
I've continued to do the trip every year because I've been incredibly passionate about it. I've seen over the years how the children of St James, the teaching staff, have benefited. Not only have they benefited, but I've benefited. I've learned a lot about the culture, I've learned a lot about how to help other teachers with their own professional development in a constructive but sympathetic and non-judgmental manner. The greatest thing I've seen for the children at St James is the changing of teaching styles, because the girls who I've taken have shown different styles and different ways that you can teach. It was very much rote learning, chanting, and hands up and shouting a response, where not much knowledge was actually taken in. It was just instant recall, but not deeper learning.
I really enjoyed teaching the kids and actually seeing their faces light up when they understood something, or they went out and played games and they all wanted to hold your hands and they all called you ma'am, and it was so nice.
Good to see how engaged they were, and if they got something wrong, they'll just be wanting to learn more. They'll still be smiling and laughing, really into each lesson. Even if it was just a worksheet, they'll be so into it and just wanting to finish it.
They don't have the opportunities we have. Their life is much more simple. We're not trying to impose our life on them. We are trying to just show different opportunities that are out there. And I think that certainly happens during our times. The feedback from the principal of the different learning styles, how we teach with hands-on, with examples rather than just bookwork, just worksheets, just colouring sheets, which she was truly grateful. How we integrate our curriculum across many curriculums, like it's just not English now, it might be English and music, and it might be art and music, and it might be maths and art, all these things that they hadn't thought about because they don't have the opportunity for in-service or professional development in their school.
The things that I really found difficult and struggled with was their unbelievable generosity when they have nothing. I find that very hard. Genuinely find that really very difficult because they gave everything. They gave food is limited, employment's really low, and I found that really difficult. That they were the people that gifted food every day, and what we would call hungry at the end of the week. That would, that was a lot of work, a lot of money.
They've been saving 50 cents every week, every Friday, to pay for our farewell and the gifts and the hospitality. To see all those parents there participate and be really emotional about the fact that now they feel that their children are getting the best possible education. They're so excited. They think they're the best provided school with resources in the whole of Overlau, and I have to say, they are.
In the closing ceremony, like, I looked at them sitting on the ground and I thought, wow, we've come so far. I know, like, these kids, and I remember teaching them, and I remember these small moments from the day, and it was really hard to leave them. There were so many tears.
Why do I keep taking the girls? I love it. I get so much back. I'm absolutely passionate.
I think now it's like the memories that we've brought back to Wellington and to school with us, and I think I am even today trying to say hi to everybody, just like those random strangers out the van window said hi to us and the kids, and it was really nice.
What we've started that the children and the staff can continue to try and apply, even though their curriculum and their education is quite structured, but there might be elements of brain breaks that they can start doing play and music and art and things. Yeah, it's been quite a journey and an exceptional experience that I've just been exceptionally privileged to be part of.
I think bringing the positivity and everything back to school is going to be really important, and I think it was just a big reminder to, enjoy every day, smile more, it's just truly life-changing. It was amazing.